Hello, welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Tina, and as usual, we have sleeping Celina over here. So, in her new favorite spot, apparently. So, welcome to any new people. Hi. Welcome back to all you crazy, awesome people that I love. Yeah. And the not really elephant in the room, but the first major thing. Wait. Oh, you can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, got a shot. So that is my second shot. It was only a couple hours ago. So, it usually she said that the lady who shot me. That sounds great. The lady who shot me, but the lady who I let shoot me. Anyway, whatever. She actually said that usually if you're gonna get any sort of things, usually takes about 12 hours, which is why I'm doing this kind of early. Um, so with the hope that maybe, if I start to feel bad later, I've already got this done. Yay! Right now I've just got the normal little achiness in the arm. It's not so bad. It's about as same as it was last time, a month ago. So yay, second shot. I'm so happy. That really does. It is a big load off my mind. It really honestly is. Um, somebody was saying that at least for Pfizer, that there may actually be a third, like a booster shot that's needed. I don't know yet. That's just rumor, so I'm not gonna. I can't comment on that. But and I got the Moderna, not the Pfizer. But I mean, if I have to get a third shot, I'll get a third shot. It's. I haven't come this far just to stop. That would be dumb. So anyway, oh yeah, and if you could read this, thank the Phoenicians. I love the shirt. And if you get it, you're awesome. If you don't, you're still awesome. But if you do get it, that's just really cool. All right. Um. Other than that, it's been work has been nuts this week. I mean, just like really a lot worse than usual, a lot busier than usual, and so I do not have a whole lot of um don't have a whole lot of sewing done. I've only worked on one project. And also, my friend did come by for a couple days last week, which means I didn't get to my LNS last week. Um, so I don't have a whole lot of um, haul, but a couple things, a few things. So it's not too bad. But yeah, that was fun. It was great to see him again. I will see them again in September. So, not too long of a wait, I guess. 5 months, but 4.5 months before I see him again. So, yay! And by then, both of them will have both. Actually, I think they already have both their shots. So, yeah. But anyway, so it'll be good. Other than that, um, I that's about it that I can think of. Busy work, got my shot. Um, and well, you can kind of see a little hint of. Don't look over here. No, a little hint of what's coming up in the haul. Also, next week I will be announcing the winners for my giveaway. So, um, if you guys are still interested, you have to go back. I believe it's 3 weeks now. And watch that video, and it will tell you how to enter. And so next week I will be pulling a winner. I'll be honest, there's not a whole lot of people who have put in, so you have a pretty good chance if you try. Oh yeah, also I decided to treat myself, so I am being bees but not teas this week, and I decided this is a ice white chocolate mocha, but no ice because it always waters down. This is my little yay to me. So they're expensive and they're bad for you because they're high calories. So I've been trying to not get them, but I treated myself today. What can I say? I did. Yeah. So I guess that's about it. All right. So let me go ahead and get going. Not a whole lot of comments this week. So again, I love getting comments from you guys. So and I always read them. I always comment back. So please send me whatever, if you want to chat, if you have questions, constructive criticism, whatever you want. So yeah. All right. So first off, let's go for stitching the line of good enough. My friend Pam, yay. She said, "Love seeing your progress on Good Omens. Hope you have a lovely visit with your friends." I did have a good visit. Thank you. Um, Good Omens is a bit overwhelming. It's huge, but I do eventually want to finish it. So I'll get there eventually, and I'm working on it. It's just I'll work on it for a while, and I get kind of burnt out, and then I'll put it down for way too long, and you know. So now I'm back on that circle again. So I'm back to working on it again. So we'll see. Healing Gamer, you made really good progress on Good Omens. Thank you again. I'm always tardy to the party. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm always tardy to the party. That's the way I live my life. I'm curious, how many boxes of bobbins do you have? So let me oops. There we go. So you can see that's 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are not all full. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Those are not all full. And then this one behind me, this big one, that's actually a full set of DMC. Which was, oh god. I mean, even I went to, it wasn't Michael's, it was Joanne's, when they had one of those too low to show things, and it still cost me a lot of money to get that. But I mean, I have a full set, so that's kind of cool. Um, so a lot of people love bobbinating. Personally, I think it's the easiest way to store thread. I know some people use the bags as well, um, which are nice. I've tried one or two of those. They're okay. But here's the thing. I mean, the only bad thing about bobbinating is, if you have a project that's like, excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. If you have a project that's like, 70, 80, 90 colors, it's going to take a while to bobbinate. And I have some that are a few, like, excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't think I have any that are 80 or 90, but I have some that are 50 or 60 or so. And so, what I did was I just kind of did them slowly over a few days, and that way it's not so overwhelming. Like, oh my god, I got so many bobbins to do. Just kind of spread it out, and it's not so bad. Um, but here's what I would suggest. What I would suggest is if you want to give it a try, you can buy. You can actually buy a pack of, I think it's 28 bobbins, DMC bobbins at like Michael's, Joann's for, I don't know, like $1.50, $2, something like that. And just try one project. Just bombinate one thing and just see how you like it. And if you like it, then you could always, expand to more. When I started, I didn't know anything but bobbinating, so I didn't even know that I had a choice. So by the time I kind of got more into sewing, and I saw that there were other ways to do it, I was already, I mean, let's face it, stuck in my ways, which is fine. I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, I tried the bags, then I just don't really have a good way to store them. But like in the bobbins, you can get this box. Okay, try not to knock everything over here. There we go. Oh no, I knocked everything over anyway. Shit. Hold on. Okay. Well, that woke Celina up. Sorry, Celina. You just go back to sleep. I'll clean up my mess in a minute. Go back to sleep. Good girl. There you go. Anyway, they have, this is actually my extra. This is the very full box. They're not all that full. But they have these boxes, and they're not called like bobbinating boxes. They're some other sort of like some more sort of like storage boxes. But as you can tell, they have um different sections in them. Let me open this up for you. And I think I have a couple different types, but I mean they're all kind of the same general thing, where they have like little sections. There you go. And you can see my terrible handwriting there. But they have these at like Michael's, Joann's, and the boxes are maybe, I don't know, $4 or $5. And you can fit, as you can tell, you can fit a lot of bobbins in here. Normally with most of these, you can fit maybe like 7 bobbins in a section. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 20, 20 times 7, so 140. You could probably fit in this one. So, and they're not all going to be exactly the same, but they're generally the same size and generally the same sort of layout. Um, And so those are great, and they're just tall enough for bobbins. Don't have a whole lot of extra room, but yeah, I mean that's what I would suggest if you want to do it. I mean, like I said, you don't have to. Ooh, do I get a kiss? There you go. Okay, sorry, you just get kisses. I can't. Sorry, I can't resist cat kisses. Okay, we're good now. Um, I don't know if you guys can hear that. She is the loudest licker in the world. I really hope that showed up on the video because when she licks, you can hear it. I can hear it like across the room. It's ridiculous. I've never heard a cat lick this loud. It's like she wants us to know what's going on. It's like, yes, you can clean yourself. I'm proud of you, cat. Anyway, so yeah, that's if you want to use bobbins, and they actually have like smaller versions of these that people like like maybe that big that people actually use for individual projects, which is really cool. Um, I actually just use the rings because I have way too many projects, and if I bought a box for each of those, it'd be very expensive. And I apologize, my phone just went off. So there's my phone. Oh, there's my phone. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I apologize for that. So yeah. Um, yeah. So just give it a try. That's all I can say. And if you don't like it, you won't be out very much money. And if you do, if you go to, if you have, especially if you have a Amazon Prime, they have you can get like 100, 200 bags of bobbins if you want to go like whole hog on it. And that's what I've done is just I've bought some of the bags of bobbins for maybe like I don't know $7-8 from Amazon. So all right, but anyway, I've talked enough about bobbins, I suppose. Um, the last one is from DLN. Looking forward to seeing your mania progress. Yeah, I'll talk about that on the 30th since it's like right before. I mean, I don't have any super duper plans, just in general plans to try to work as many whips as I can. I'm definitely gonna make this a whip mania because I don't need to start anything. I need to finish stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, Celina's great. Love how you communicate with her. Tell us about her personality. Well, you can kind of see her personality right here. She does a lot of sleeping, but I mean, she's a cat, and she's a sweetheart. She's a meower. She's actually a much louder cat um, than most that I know. She definitely likes to tell you what's going on. I mean, not that I understand what the hell she's talking about. Well, like humans and dogs. Sometimes you can kind of communicate with cats. No, not so much. So yeah, we can't really understand each other, but that's the way it is. Um, all right. So I think that is all for my comments. Again, thank you for all you guys who comment. I always appreciate it. So we will go ahead and as usual, no new starts, no finishes, all that good stuff. It's kind of par for the course for me apparently. Um, I do have now that I'm finally got my second shot. I am trying to make some final plans for Sitchcon, which I was supposed to go to last year, but this whole thing blew up. I would like to do their smalls. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Probably a since I don't really know how to finish stuff, I'll probably end up just doing another Biscornu since I've done two already. And so I know how to do it. So um but yeah, so I'll probably end up doing that. So eventually I will have to do New Start because I don't have all the time in the world. I've only got till I think it's mid June. So maybe 2 months. So I probably ought to get my shit on that. Yeah, get my shit together. Anyway, so keep looking for that. We'll see what's going on. I do have one Biscornu that I've done, and I'm not doing anything with it. So it's possible that I may, instead of starting something, just use that one because what am I going to do with it? But I'm also kind of like, yeah, but it's my first ever Biscornu, so it's like, I don't know. Um, So I'm gonna have to decide whether I want to actually give away the one I've already done or do a different one, and if so, what. So, like I said, keep an ear out for that. We'll figure out what's going on with that. So whips. Right now, again, I've only been working on one whip, which is the Good Omens, and I don't honestly remember where I was last time, but I know I've definitely got some stuff done. So there we go. I think that I had done, and it's hard to see, but yeah, you can actually see a little bit of. It's just a very very light blue. Filled in some more of that very very light blue, and I know that I've at least done the whole hourglass area, and I think maybe I worked a little bit more on the off white here. So I think that's all done. Again, like I said, I haven't done all that much, so I know I at least did the brown, but I think I also did a little bit of blue and a little bit of off white. So there you go. Oh, my skull's upside down. Beep beep. There we go. But yeah, and it's not wanting to. Not really wanting to focus, unfortunately. But there you go. So that's what I've done on that, and I would like to work more on my Hamilton. I haven't touched that in a couple weeks, and I really want to get back to that because I was working really well, really fast on that. Yeah, so that is literally all the whips I've got for right now. But yeah. So haul, just a few things. Um, I needed a bag, like I need a hole in the head, but um, I also love me some Christine bags. Oh, actually, let me open this up real quick here because she always does something super cool. So when I saw this, I'm like, I can't not. And Vicky may hate me for this, so Stitch and Button Vicky, don't hate me, please. But it's coffee. Look at that. That's so cool. And then on the back, it's the same. And look at this. Quilt. I mean, she does it so professionally. You got a little handle. You got the quilted, which looks really good. And of course, you got the shiny. This is her, kind of her stamp, which is the shiny vinyl on the bottom, which I love. And she always puts a little a skein of floss in there, and this is really cool because I've never got to do with it. This is a silk, and she always makes it match, which is awesome. But this is actually DMC silk, which I knew I had heard of it before, but I have never actually been able to use it. Okay, S738. So, um, it's whatever 738 is in DMC, just as a silk. It's so soft feeling. Like, oh. Anyway, but yeah, I have no idea when I'm ever gonna use this, but I do want to try it because it's really cool, and the threads, they're like super loose. There we go. I mean, it's still six threads, but it's like it doesn't. They're so soft and silky and slick that they don't even stick together. So I assume this is still 8 yards. Is it still 8 yards? Um, I don't know. I don't see that it actually says. Just see 100% silk. Oh no, it is. Yeah, there it is. It's 8 meters, 8.7 yards. So yeah, it's exactly the same length because it looked the same. It's exactly the same length as a normal DMC hank. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to finding something to use that with. All right, the second one, and I think maybe they had paused it for a month or two. I think they were having problems with their suppliers, but Color and Cotton. I'm starting to get my Color and Cotton. Let's not. Let's see if I can find. Ooh, let's see. Maybe this will work. Yeah, a little bit. The problem is it's a really pale color. That's not too bad. It's a super super pale. It's called Parthenon, I should say. And this is 16 count, 13 by 17 inches. So March Fabric Club. There you go. But yeah, it's a really super pale peach. That's pretty close to what it is, to be honest with you. But it's so pale it's gonna have a hard time showing up on the screen. But yeah, it's really cool. I don't really see any variegation in it. Kind of a peachy pink, I guess. It's a tiny bit of variegation in it, but it's almost just a solid color. But it's, as always with wait, that doesn't smell like. Sometimes dying smells, but um, there's a tiny bit of variegation, but it's a pretty solid color, and as always, they have um, really soft fabric, which is nice. All right, and the last thing for um, haul is so it at first doesn't really look like sewing, but it's going to be used for sewing. The Steel City Stitchers, which I'm going to put a link down below to the video. She, I guess, has a video on how to how to store your fabric, and I really want to give it a try. So essentially, what you do is, you can see I got this from Borderlands, my local comic store. Yay, because I always support small businesses. Now, I did put a link in to Amazon, but if you have a local comic book store, please go there because like I said, always support small businesses, especially comic stores. But this is they have different sizes. This is what's called the modern size or current. Um, so that because I actually do collect comics. If you want different sizes, you can do it any size you want, of these, but they're just cardboard backs. That's all they are. But since I have comics, I've got the current size, so obviously I can use them for both fabric and comics. Hey, so essentially what you do, and I'm not even gonna try to explain it. She does better. But really quickly, you fold the fabric across this, and then you use a T-pin, which I also have linked. Um, and they're just there we go, just you know, plain old T-pins. And I got these online. You can get them from Michael's, Joanne, maybe possibly even Walmart's, places like that, possibly. Depends on depends on the craft section. But and then you like pin them down. Um, so I haven't tried it yet, obviously. And then she has a different sort of box, kind of in the vein of these behind me, but taller, like almost like a magazine box, like that. And then you just put them, and it almost moved like a comic book box. You put put them in like this, or actually be sideways like this, going across. So it would only have to be this tall. Let's see, this tall as the actual board itself. So that would be 10.5 inches, 11 inches. Sorry, it's telling me that I had canceled my COVID because I got the shot elsewhere. So it's yelling at me for that. Anyway, so but yeah, so I'm gonna try these. I'll be honest, with as busy as I've been this week, it's unlikely that I will get to do it this week and show you. But if I do, if I happen to have, if a miracle happens and I don't have 20 billion pieces of work coming in, then I will try to give you um, I'll try to at least show you kind of how it looks, and kind of tell you what I think about it. I mean, that's the thing. The thing is, even if I end up not using these um, for fabric, I can still use them for comics, and you can still use them for other things too. It's nice, nice thick cardstock. So if you buy these and you end up not liking it, you can still find other things to use these for. Like I said, this is $12.99. So it's not a huge. And the T pins were $5.99, I think, or $4.99, something like that. So I mean, it's less than a $20 investment. It's not so bad. You're talking maybe that's one piece of fabric investment. So, but yeah, I'll give it a shot. I know other people have talked about it on their floss tubes, and people seem to like it. So I'm definitely gonna give it a shot because the way I have my fabric right now is kind of stupid. Um, so yeah, mm, so good. Mm. I should have been good and not gotten whipped cream on top. I mean, that would have been at least a little better for me, but I didn't think about it. So, oh well. Sylvie. Yeah, so that is haul. And so I think we're just gonna do our of the weeks and then we'll be all set. So, this week for the Stitch website, there's a place on Etsy called The Needle Runs Through It. They have really pretty wooden needle minders, and unfortunately, I can't show you mine because I have no idea what project bag it's actually in. But it's maybe about that big, and I mean, it's really beautiful, and it's like a hexagonal shape with um, like a honeycomb and a little wooden bee, and it's really pretty. Um, and I think I've gotten a couple other things from them as well. So yeah, it's really nice quality needle minders. So and they may have other things as well. I'm not sure. I just went for their really cool bee needle minders. So there you go. But yeah, so that's gonna be the Stitchy website. The non-Stitchy website, have fun with this one. It's called Vintage Recipe Cards, and oh man, I mean, this like all those terrible recipes that they're either gonna have, they're either gonna be jellied, they're gonna have boiled eggs or some other sort of eggs, or sometimes both, or something else, really random, maybe liver sometimes because liver is popular. So, I mean, it's just all sorts of crazy recipes. Now, to be fair, I scrolled through it. There were some there that I was like, I wouldn't mind trying. There was some sort of salmon recipe, like salmon cakes that weren't so bad. And they also had a couple of alcoholic recipes that looked okay. But yeah, a lot of boiled eggs, a lot of aspic jelly, and a lot of wieners. They like wieners for some reason. That's what she said. No. Um. So yeah, and yeah, and liver, lots of liver. So yeah, but no spam yet. At least not what I checked. So I don't know if this is. Nah, it could be pre-spam because I'm pretty sure that was World War II. But anyway, but yeah, apparently there just didn't have a whole lot of spam recipes, or I missed them. Darn. Hate when that happens. But yeah, definitely look through it because you never know. You might actually find something that you want to try. And they have the full recipes. So, you got what you need, how to cook it. And sometimes there were things in there that, like, I didn't know what they were. Like, I can't think of what off the top of my head. But, well, they had, like, well, there's like mutton feet. I mean, I know what mutton feet are, but I mean, sometimes they have really weird things like that. And there was one for like curried frog legs. I'm like, that might not be so bad. But yeah, the mutton feet, and there are some things like I've never heard of, and I don't know how you would like eels. They had one for eels. Like, where are you going to find eels? If somebody could tell me where I can find eels, more power to you. And they had like this little fish cake that is not like, not like a piece of fish shredded. It's actually made out of tiny little fish. I was like, pass on that one. Soft pass, not a hard pass. That was a hard pass on all the liver, but a soft pass on the fish cake. But yeah, so have fun looking at that. Again, all these links are down below. There you go. So have fun looking at those. And I know they're interesting, and most of them have pictures. I think, um, and like I said, they like to jelly everything, which is I don't understand why, but that was a thing. So expect a lot of jellied items. All right. So the last thing is going to be our bee fat. There are over 25,000 different species of bees. I had no idea. And the website was saying that there was a lot of them that don't even look like bees. Like some of them are like more rounded. Some of them are like metallic looking, and not all of them live in hives. Some of them are actually most of them they said are more individual, instead of being part of a collective. So that's some little bonus beef hacks for you because I aim to please. Isn't that right, Sue? Celina, Celina. Anyway, she's back asleep. So yeah. So I guess that's about it. So yep. I'm being bees not teased this week. So hopefully you guys are not too disappointed that I'm drinking coffee instead of tea. Again, Vicky might like it. Of course, I don't honestly think she watches my videos. I know she's really busy, so um, I just think she probably has to limit who she watches, which is absolutely understandable. I'm still way behind and not really watching a whole lot of videos, just because I haven't had a whole lot of free time. So yep, and there goes my phone again. Well, since my phone seems to not want to be quiet, I guess I will go ahead and call this a video. So I will talk to you guys later.